I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through, and I see you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. So, today is all about your heart. What's the key to your heart? How is it people can truly connect in deep with you? And it can be, I'm going to assume, like, honestly, most of this kind of feels more on the romantic side, but it might be family. It might be that you clash with one of your family members. And so this is more of a way of figuring out, like, how to meet at the heart level. I do have keys here, but I'm also going to grab some crystals just because it might be a little difficult to see the keys and pick from them. But this is for pile 1, your key. Pile 2. And pile 3 says dream. It's hard for you guys to see. So I am randomly going to grab from my heart-shaped crystal collection, and we'll see what you get. All right, pile 1 gets the Carnelian. Pile 2 gets Labradorite. And pile 3 gets Ocean Jasper. So take a moment, pause if you need to, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1, there's your key and your Carnelian heart. Let's see what your messages are. We're just gonna go straight this way. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Stranger and curiosity. All right. Reconnect. Alchemize. And Ocean of Eternal Love. And it talks about healing, creativity, and fertility. Interesting. If you are into numbers, we have 5, 53, 22, and 44. I myself, for some reason, cannot seem to contain the information of like numerology. So we're just going to say if that's your thing, you do it, you've got the numbers. I find these two cards really interesting. Alchemize and like reconnect, and the way that this, you've got this moon in the middle here, and you've got like, it seems like it might be a root system, and then this growth with these butterflies up here, and it kind of reminds me of like transmutation, the concept of changing the energy into a different form of energy. Better way to say that could be changing your understanding. Like, okay, so in psychology, we might reframe something so that we feel better about it, right? So that our perspective changes a little bit and we're able to better deal. So I feel like those really go together. I feel like that's really interested about this card. I do need to read this. This is it's like a chapter per card, like in the book. It's kind of crazy, but really beautiful. So I do need to read up on this card. And I will share with you what that, I will summarize it for you guys. I'm really, okay, I am feel, okay, before I go through everything, let me go read on this. Okay, so, mm, sorry, this is my excitement. um, this is basically saying, it's just summarize it, it's talking about how life has cause and effect, and some greater forces are at play, and the smaller forces, even though they do not mean less, have to bow down to the greater forces. And it's all about choice for you and how you respond to, how you choose to respond to this greater force that's happening. Oftentimes it can be scary to experience something that seems out of our control. And that's where I was getting this feeling of the stranger and curiosity card. I feel like it's really bringing in someone you're not used to. You're not used to being treated a certain way, or maybe they have like an amazing EQ, right? Emotional quotient. They're, is that what it was? Sorry, my brain is off, but just their emotional intelligence is off the charts, and it's scary because you're not used to it, right? And even though we can like love something, it can still be terrifying when we're not familiar. Um, and that's where I'm feeling like this again, this choice and this here is your choice. Do you want to go with the flow? Do you want to go with this greater plan? Can you take whatever might be getting in the way of it and remove it somehow? The fear that gets in the way. What else? What else? Being in our heads too much can get in the way. There is a person. So you know what? I do feel that this is a romantic thing. I do. Sorry. This person is going to bring in this healing love for you. This, it's a breath of fresh air. It's different. It's calming, yet at the same time frightening because you're not used to it. And that difference is what you need to work on with this alchemize and reconnect. When we are able, it is so powerful. It is so powerful when we are able to have our head and our heart be in the same place. They oftentimes fight. All of us go through this. They oftentimes fight because our head is all about this very physical world that we're in, right? And our heart seems to be crazy because it wants the things that like don't make sense. And so if you can come to a place somehow where you can bring those together. This will unfold massively and will bring in this long-lasting healing journey for you. Okay, yeah, I'm being reminded that this card also brought up like this is a karmic time for you. There is a purposeful. This is purposeful in your life. It's not just whatever, a fling, whatever. Again, it may not even be romantic, but I do feel that it is. This is something to be paying attention to. And the process is not easy. It's not. It's, don't you love that? Growing is not easy, but such beauty at the end. Such beauty comes from it. And this is long lasting. This person, because of how they are, they're here at the beginning of this and they're here at the end of this. It's a beautiful soul, a beautiful soul. And don't be afraid to be wrong. Don't be afraid to have this growth time. I'm not getting like a specific, I kind of wanted to give you guys a very specific key, right? Like a key word that's representative of what reaches your heart. And I don't have something super specific, but I do think it has to do with this person's emotional intelligence. You're just not used to it. You're not used to it. It's so different. And so that is at least something you can be looking for. Maybe you're experiencing it now. And maybe you're not, But again, it talked about this being a karmic thing. So this person will come into your life. This will happen. If they're not there now, just you wait. Okay, anything specific, please? Anything else I'm supposed to give pile 1 with the carnelian heart? It's not wrong to hope. I'm hearing that. I'm just getting hope. Hope. It's okay to have hope. Sometimes it feels, oh, you guys, there's that whole thing of like false hope and how, disappointing it can be. We go through these life lessons and then we end up thinking that hope is not a good way to go. But you know what? It is. Even, and I'm not saying this is the case, but even during the times where it turned out to not be what you were hoping for, that hope got you through a period, right? It was what you needed in that time. So it is okay to hope. That's what I'm hearing to tell you. Anything else? For pile 1. I'm hearing that you are loved and respected, and you may not always see that. And I'm actually feeling this is more of a family thing, that you don't because they don't communicate to you the way that you need, you don't realize, but you are loved and respected in their way that they're able to do. They do love you. There's so much moon. Like, this looks like a moon, this looks like a moon, this is a moon. I feel like we've got a star and a moon up here. There's the only one that doesn't is this guy, the stranger, the one that's different. Love that. Hmm. Yep, okay. I think that's it. We're done. I truly hope that on the regular, you guys feel loved and seen and heard. And I hope that this was beneficial for you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile two with your Labradorite. Can I make it shine for you? Just a little. Eh, just a little. There's that and your key. And let's see what your message is. Commitment. Lay of the land. Ancestral wisdom. Oh, you were the only one that got two of these cards. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Synchronicity. Rewild your life. Wow, what a card. Look at that. And Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. Interesting. Very spiritual feeling pile. Not saying the others weren't, but, or aren't, but this one has a particular spiritual feel to it. Yeah, yep. Okay, so I am getting, oh, it's a bit heavy, guys, because I feel like you've been wanting, some of you, some of you may already be in relationships, and so this is okay for you. Others of you, you might feel disappointed by the message because you are so much wanting that romantic love. But this very much feels like it is saying that right now in your life, the key to your heart is diving into the spiritual, is making a commitment, like a true, doesn't have to be daily. This is all your, you figure out how often it needs to be, but something that is on the regular. Something that you could be rituals. What's the word routine. It's in your regular routine, if not kind of an always thing. Some of us are very, very spiritual people, and we tend to almost always think this way. Yeah, I'm really seeing a lot of this. Like there's one person on the hill with their arms up. There's a hand coming up. There's this woman with the antlers coming out of her head. It's like Your heart, oh, I'm feeling this really deeply. Um, it's impacting me, and I'm wondering if that's because I need this myself. Is this my pile? Or if I'm just feeling the importance of this. But your heart needs to let go. Like, get wild with it. Stop judging. Don't put that all away, right? And just get into it. Because by getting in, by digging in, by making a mess in the mud, right? Like we did when we were kids, you're going to find your way. You're going to find your path. You don't have to judge it. It doesn't have to, oh, there's freedom in this is what I'm getting. But there's this like you're kind of stuck. Like stuck right now. And it's like this. Like there's this mud and you need to just get out of there and be the wild child. Be screw what anyone else thinks. Let your heart be truly free. Don't try and capture these things with your mind, with your intellect, because your brain wants to understand the best it can, because that's what our brain does in this physical world, right? Let your heart just whoosh. Let the weird stuff happen. I mean, howl at the moon. It's not even that weird, but like nothing is truly weird in this spiritual sense. It's not. It might seem weird to people that are judging it, but it's not. It's not that weird, because if your heart is moved by that, then it's doing something for you. So right now, and I am truly sorry if you came to this reading looking for a love message with a romantic partner. They are saying it is not time for that kind of message right now. They are saying that you need this internal spiritual explosion. That is what is right for you. It's this heart explodes. It's like the Labradorite. Now, this one is not showing, and I wish it did, but you know, not all here. I'm gonna grab this one. This doesn't shine suddenly, right? Now it has its own meanings and stuff, but this one just when you catch it in the right light, it's like, wow. It's beautiful. And that's what you're going through. Grow these horns on your head. Like, shout out to this lava moon. I mean, it looks like a moon, but it's glowing like a sun. I don't know. It's, you know, be crazy, be weird. Don't judge yourself for it. And it is okay. I am here to tell you this. It is okay if you have family or friends that like aren't really understanding of this side of you. You don't have to share it with them. I know that's sad. I know we want that connection, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to share with them and then feel judged for it. You come to your place where you are happy within your heart with this part of your life. That's what's important here. Yeah. I got really excited on that. Okay. I did not give you numbers, just in case you're into numbers. We've got several. We've got repeating numbers here. So we've got 31, 34, 31, 6, and 42. I'm sorry, guys. My brain does not keep the info with numerology for some reason. That's how it is. So if you are into it, I gave you the numbers. You can do that part yourself. Okay, let's get into anything else. Any other messages for pile 2, please? Anything? I can't stop looking at this card. I want to get more from this. Rewild your life. You used to be. It's okay if this has always been more of an internal thing. It's okay. Maybe you've never truly let it out, and for some of you, that is a thing that needs to happen. For some of you, you do need to, and you've got, our heart goes off when the message is meant for us. At least I hope it does. I'm trusting that that's what's happening here. Yeah, okay. And I'm also getting this with, you're going to start letting go, and you're not going to judge it. And then you're going to find all of these synchronicities are happening. And a lot of people don't want to believe in them because, it's coincidence. Because that's what our silly brains like to say sometimes, but it's not. There is a very real spiritual world that we do not truly understand fully. And it is intense and beautiful and crazy, and that's okay. That is okay. I am being encouraged to remind you of all the clairs. I don't remember all of them, but it's like clairaudience, clairvoyance. There's like 5 of them or something, but look them up and maybe get into it. See what do you see things? Do you hear things? Do you feel in your body things? Are you an empath? Start diving back into this world. Do you need to meditate and let the visuals take over? Just allow it to be without judgment. That is the biggest thing here that I'm getting. I love the incense and how the smoke flows. I am getting now the universe is your partner. With this, it is okay to have this relationship. And you can call it what you want, whatever clicks for you. Universe, God, source. I'm feeling that there needs to be more communication, more of treating it like an actual partnership rather than just this entity or being, or however you see it, kind of up there, right? Make it more personal. make it more your best friend, your partner, your yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? I'm hearing to tell you you are treasured. You are treasured. I'm going to let the words flow. I have so much love to show you and to give you, but you're going to find it in a different way. So come to me. Let's have this relationship. Let's have this partnership. It's time for a perspective change. See me differently. I am with you in this. And then I feel a lightning, and there's a smile happening, and the explosion heart. Yeah. There's some amazing stuff that's going to come from this process, guys. So, oh, very hopeful for you. I think this is pretty cool. I truly hope that this was beneficial for you. I hope that regularly you feel seen and loved and heard, understood. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 3 with your dream key and your ocean jasper heart. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I got this, when I received it, it was an online purchase, so I did not get to pick it out myself. I was immediately slightly disappointed in it because I thought it was going to have a lot more coloration, but then I thought, you know what? It is really cool because it almost looks like pewter, like some kind of metal that has this like rust edge to it, which maybe to some people is like, ooh, but I love industrial looking stuff. I used to do photography and take pictures of like rusty pipes, and I think it's cool. So I do believe that this heart was meant for me. It's just right. So anyway, maybe that has something to do with your message. We'll see. What is your message? Beyond death, life. Oh, I felt like that was supposed to go in the middle for some reason. Okay. Receive your worthiness. Ponder. Mindful. Groupthink. Interesting. And flame tree. The start of something new. Huh. I have not seen this card before. So, I'm going to scoot these just a bit. I want to give you numbers in case you're into that. As I have told each pile, for some reason my brain doesn't want to keep the info with numerology, so I'm going to just give you, and if you're into it, you can do that. We've got 27, 1, 40, and 30. Okay. I am going to read up on this card. This is the Rumi Oracle, and they have like, it's practically a chapter per card. So I'm going to read up on that one and come back to you guys, and I'll give you the summary of it. But So far, I actually find it really interesting that this kind of, I'm reminded of an orange, and then like these almost look like, I mean, I know they're glowing, but like it reminds me of oranges as well. For some reason, oranges is popping up for me with your pile. So we'll see with that. Maybe it's your favorite fruit. I don't know, or your color. But we will we will see. So let me read this and I'll be right back. Okay, so something that I did find interesting is that with this card, it spoke about life being so much variety and that we love variety because it creates wholeness. And within that wholeness, we find our truth. And this card, this person is reaching and getting their truth. It says truth right here, and they're touching it, they're holding it. So I thought that was really interesting. There is a lot about thinking, ponder, mind, groupthink. I'm feeling two different paths with this. So one is that you might be very intellectual. Another is that you might be an overanalyzer. These two cards actually go together as well because this spoke of death and life, right? So within this, it's belief in reincarnation, and even just in life, in one particular life, we have change. That's the death of something and bringing in something new. And this speaks of the start of something new. I cannot get away from this orange thing. So there's something to it. It keeps just, let me gain clarity, please. Clarity, please, about the orange. What I am getting is that when we dive into an orange, like a really good, sweet, not like, like one right off the tree, not like you get at the grocery store, but like a good orange. You can like peel it open and the juices just flow. And that this is truly living in the moment. You're not thinking, you're not stuck in your head about which part should you eat first and should I peel the orange this way, and it's you're in that moment, you're enjoying the taste, the juices, the color. It is being present rather than always in the head. Yeah, there's so much. So like, okay, I don't know if you can tell with this card, but there are eyes down here and a nose. So this is a being and this is the head. And there's so much going on. So much happening up here. Which, I mean, it's interesting, but you want some clarity sometimes. You just need to let go of things sometimes. Okay. And now that that message has happened, there is a different message for some of you on this. We've got ponder in this card with all of this stuff that's happening up here in the head. And we've got our dream key. We've also got a key hanging here that has the same circle. I don't know if you can see that, but I think that's really interesting. And there is a keyhole right here. And the new message is that, sorry, I'm getting like it's sometimes I'm about to say the message and then they're like, here's another one, here's another one. Okay, so the different messages. Your dreams are important. You should pay attention to them. Another message is that it's okay to dream, to have hope for your future. Another message is that you have an imagination, and you have been told in the past that this imagination is like, oh, you just have a wild imagination, and it's thrown off as not that big a deal, right? It's just, oh, that's just that, sweep it under the rug. People say that when they don't really know what else to how to address something. This is great. This is fantastic that you have a wild imagination, because imagination is one of the ways that the spiritual world speaks to us. Because what can happen is that, yes, we can use our brains and start to think of something and imagine it, but then you'll notice we let go. Our brain is no longer applying specific things, it's just flowing. That's when the spiritual world comes in and gives. So let that happen. Flow with it. And now I'm getting this card of like, this is you. This is good. This is what you receive through your imagination is your truth, is valid. It's worthy. So that there's a piece to with the whole key to your heart thing. There's a piece in here with I don't think you have the support that you would like to have within this topic. And I think that, I mean, you see this person that's alone, that's facing this light coming in, right? And this person that's up here hanging above all these other people, grabbing onto some truth here. Yeah, it feels like you might be alone in this. And so that is a portion of the key to your heart, is accepting, I think, yeah, there's my heart hurting a bit, is accepting that this is valid. This is what you experience is valid. It's not something to just be shoved under the rug. Some people just, they don't understand. They don't understand, and they don't know how to cope or deal with it. And so you have tried to give your truth, but they don't know how to receive it. I do think that something is coming into your life where your truth will be admired. I don't know if it's something that is just going to come in, or because I'm getting kind of both images here. It might just be something that comes in like very organic and flows and it happens, or it might be something that you do. Perhaps you draw really well. You know, maybe you're going to start creating art of what you visualize, what you see. Um, you could make an oracle deck. Who knows? But something, this orange thing is popping up again, and these flames are not being reduced by the juice. They love the juice. They're being encouraged by life, right? By this receiving of being in that moment, receiving your truth and all that's going on within this spiritual world and how they speak to you. And yeah, that is a beautiful thing, guys. That is a beautiful thing. So, just to reiterate really quick, acceptance of your imagination being valid, your visuals being valid. I will I will put a little caveat out there that um, we don't always understand what the spiritual world is trying to communicate to us. So sometimes we will go a certain path thinking that we've got it and we misunderstood. And that's just the way it is. That is life. But you're still receiving. You are receiving from the spiritual world, and that is all yours. That's not for anyone to lighten, to make less, to take away. That is all yours. I am excited for you for however this new path is going to come out. Sorry, I think I might have just hit the mic. For this growth that's going to happen from it, from the fire that's going to be lit inside of you, to greater enjoy what you're receiving. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, anything else for No, we're clear. We're good. Okay, guys. I truly hope that on the regular that you feel loved and seen and heard. I hope that this was beneficial for you, and I will see you guys next time.